Hello my love and welcome back to the channel, and if you are new here, I am Kay, an astrologer, numerologist and spiritual witch here on YouTube. Listen, if you've been attracted to this video, take this as your confirmation from your own spirit guides and angels that you were meant to receive it. Check out the new book by me also, Make It Happen, How to Manifest Anything. The link is in the description box below. Let's get into your video. Hello Pisces and welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here then welcome, it's great to have you here. So look Pisces, what I see for you mainly around this month happening in October is a very financially charged house. There's a lot of energy around this part of your life. Also we're going to have an eclipse, a new moon eclipse in your sister sign, a water sign, Scorpio, towards the end of the month, so stay tuned to hear details about that. So as we start the month, we've got here on the screen the full moon chart for the day and how it's going to look on the universe. We are going to have the sun in Libra, and this is where your finances come into play, because we've got the sun down here circled in black on the bottom of the screen, the yellow symbol, and opposite that by number 2 we've got the moon circled in black, giving us the full moon. But as we actually start October with the sun in Libra, it's going to be blessing your financial area of life, your 8th house. Now this financial house, it's your shared finances, so it's things like your debts, your taxes, property that you may own and share with other people, and it can also be as well inheritance that you're due or that you have to share with other people. As this is the shared part of life, don't forget that this also includes people you share your life with, who you give your time to or how you share your time, and also things like sexual desires go here. And this is the house of transformation also, and the house of death and rebirth. So what I'm seeing for Pisces is that it could be quite transformative when it comes to either your finances or your life in general as we start the month. By the time we actually get to the full moon, which is going to be on the 9th of October at 8:55 p.m, this is GMT, my local time, it's going to be at 16 degrees of Aries. And what I see here on the screen is, if we look at where the moon is, where number 2 and the pink arrow is circled in black, just to the right of her we've got the asteroid Chiron, and this is the asteroid that gives us wound healing wherever we need it. He is going to form a conjunction with the moon during the actual full moon. Now when planets conjunct or energies conjunct in this context, their energies are merging. So we've got the moon, which is a representation of our emotions and how we feel, and Chiron's energy, which is about wound healing. So how we've been feeling emotionally and about, and for you Pisces, it's going to be your other money house, your second house. This is finance that you have personally, so your own money. So while you have the sun kind of blessing your shared financial area, we're actually going to have the moon actually in your other financial house with Chiron, bringing you some kind of financial healing around your personal finance. Now this house, the second house, also covers things like your body, what you value or what you place value on in life, and your personal values that you have as a person, like your own morals. So this is why I think that the start of the month is very, very heavily influenced by your finances for Pisces. Now this full moon week, we're going to have 2 more things happening with the planets. We're going to have the planet of thoughts, travel and communication, that is Mercury, circled down the bottom of the chart in blue by the number 3. He is finally going to turn direct at 6 degrees of Virgo. Now he's been in retrograde, and for Pisces he is turning direct in your house of relationships and partnerships and serious commitments. So this would be marriage if you're married, or even if you're thinking about marriage or seeking marriage. This could be a serious committed relationship where you are not married as yet, but also situations, people, places and things that you are committed to in whatever way, or that you're thinking of committing yourself to. So Mercury will turn direct here. Now what he brings is the energy of thinking, of communicating, of traveling. So this part of your life could be a good area where he is turning direct to really start thinking about or moving things to the next level, because it's quite possible when a planet like Mercury retrogrades that we have miscommunication, people argue, people can't see eye to eye, travel plans get disrupted, all kinds of things can happen while he's in retrograde. So with him turning direct this full moon week, things could really shift in this part of your life. The second thing that's happening is Pluto, that's circled up there in green. This is the planet that brings transformative change to our life, but it's slow and steady transformative change. He is finally going to turn direct after a long period of retrograde at 26 degrees of Capricorn. Now, for the sign of Pisces, he's going to impact on your hopes, your dreams, and the important people in your life. So basically, this will be your 11th house. So when we talk about important people, we are talking about people who you are connected with in a non-romantic way, most likely, because it's the 11th house. If they are romantic but very important, it's going to be the 7th or the 5th house. But the 11th house is people that we're connected to for some kind of work opportunity. You know, you benefit them or they benefit you, or you support each other in some way. So this could be like co-workers, people that you network with, people that you reach out to on social media. It could be your friends as well, anybody that you're connected to for some kind of supportive relationship. And also this is the house of your hopes and dreams. So with Pluto's energy of transformation turning direct here, it could be for some of you throughout the year so far, while he's been in a retrograde, that you've been feeling some kind of changes or energy around your 11th house, and now he is direct, things just sail forward in a positive way. And if so, I really hope that that does happen for you. So once we move through the full moon in Aries and we get to the end of the month on the 25th at 11:49 a.m. this is GMT again, my local time, so it could be the same day or the day before for you. We're going to have the new moon eclipse in your sister sign Scorpio when the sun and moon get to 2 degrees. So on the chart for the new moon, what we can see here is we've got the sun and the moon circled in black at the top at 2 degrees of Scorpio. We've also got next to that a third planet, which is Venus. She will be at 2 degrees of Scorpio as well. So this gives us a stellium around this new moon when we've got 3 planets under the same sign, under the same influence. So what I'm seeing here is for Pisces that where this new moon is going to happen in your 9th house, this is your area of life that deals with new experiences, with travel, with spiritual alignment. I like to call this house. It's like when you are thinking, feeling and seeing one vision in your life and your mind, body and soul are very much in alignment. It's also the house that deals with travel at a distance. So this is foreign situation, places and people and things that bring us new experiences. It could be that this new moon eclipse, something falls away, because for all of us, something may fall away because the eclipse is happening by the south node, which is just next to where I've circled the actual sun, moon and Venus in black. So the south node is the past and where we let go. So having a south node eclipse, something will fall away, but because it's a new moon, something has to come in, like a new cycle has to begin. So I see for Pisces major transformation, opportunity or maybe even departure around your house of spiritual alignment, travel, new experiences, situation, people and places and things that are at a distance to you that can really benefit you in some way. It could be a good time for you to travel as well. 2 things happening that same new moon week is that we're going to have Saturn. So he is down here circled in green by number 2. This is the planet that brings things like withdrawal or difficult energy. He can bring energy of challenges, being held back, or situations, people, places and things withdrawing from us. It's that kind of energy. Where he's been in retrograde for such a long time, he is now due to turn direct at 18 degrees of Aquarius. And for you, it's a really lovely area Pisces. It's going to be where you feel held back in life. So throughout 2022, if you have been feeling, that you've had some kind of blocks, whether this be mentally, emotionally, physically, whatever it is, in whatever way you feel that you've been held back, or even with other situations, people, places and things, it could well have been Saturn's energy retrograding your 12th house in your area of setbacks and where you feel held back. Now he's direct, things can possibly, potentially, as we close out 2022, become more fluid and you will start to feel less of that challenge, less of that energy of where you're feeling held back and blocked. The other thing about the 12th house is this covers large institutions, it covers hospitals, it covers our mental well-being, it covers law enforcement, so any legal matters or the police or anything legal that you've been dealing with. It also covers things like spirit communication and what we want on a subconscious level deep down, but we may keep hidden from other people, what we may not want other people to know. Now, when I say spirit communication, I don't mean spirituality, because that would be the 9th house. Spirit communication, when we talk about the 12th house, is when we see things like 111 and 222, or we see repeating numbers or coincidences or things happen in our life that we put down to a coincidence, but it's like a spirit guide or someone trying to guide you from the other side if you hold that point of view. So I want to say, as we close out 2022 and Saturn turns direct for Pisces, it is a good time to be really looking at, you know, what communications coming to you and what coincidences you're seeing, because this could all be messages for you to help you move forward in any way where you have felt you have been held back. The second thing is Mars, which is circled in blue and with the number 3. This is the planet that deals with motivation, determination. He brings war. In a birth chart, he could represent for a person their anger and also their sexual energy. He is about to form a retrograde at 25 degrees of Gemini. He will be moving back, and so he will be bringing you back and everybody else in the universe back to something. But for Pisces, it's to do with your home life, family life, your private life, and we call this the 4th house. So when a planet is retrograding, obviously it's a chance or an indication that we need to go back, rethink or readdress something in that part of our life. Now, the planet's energy can give us an indication as to what we should be doing when we are going back for this second experience with whatever it is in whatever part of our life. Now, Mars is about determination, motivation, ambition and drive. Now, because he's retrograding, some Pisces or some of us may even feel a lack of motivation, of course. But for others of you, it could be that you feel a heightened amount of motivation. Even though Mars is retrograde, it does depend on how it's going to impact on you. But the main message here for Pisces is that when it comes to your home life, your family life, what's happened in the recent past, mother figures that you have in your life or maternal women that you are close with, because this comes under this house of life as well, and generally your private life, so things that you're not going to put on social media or that you may not be sharing with everybody. It's time to really readdress these parts of your life with a new level of determination or focus. I would take this message as, because it's a Mars retrograde. Now, Mars will be there for at least 3-4 weeks while he does his thing, so that's something for you to keep in mind as we close the month of October. So finally, Pisces, what I need to speak to you and everyone about is Jupiter's retrograde. And this is fantastic. It's fantastic for all of us, but especially for you, because Jupiter is the planet that brings us all luck, fortune, blessings. You know, he's a really happy planet, whether he's in retrograde or forward motion. Now, 2022, he's been in and out of different signs, and he's been in Pisces a lot. I did do a video on that at the end of 2021, giving everyone the heads up to let them know that while we've got Jupiter under Pisces, you can have a very, very blessed year at certain points, because it's your energy. It is Pisces that basically elevates Jupiter's energy. You are the sign that is going to make him more helpful, give more blessings, make him more abundant in our lives. So it's lovely to have him under your energy. But before he gets back to you during his retrograde, he's going to at some point during this eclipse be at 0 degrees of Aries, okay? So he's going to be at the sign, just locally to you, just next to you. Now, when a planet is at 0 degrees, whether it's in your birth chart and you're born with it, or it's in a transit like this, it's an opportunity from the universe to give you a new chapter in whatever area of life that planet at 0 degrees falls for you. Now, for Pisces, it's going to be your second house again. It is going to be, where we started out at the beginning of the month, your personal finances. So on the chart here, we've got Jupiter circled in red, and we can see him at 0 degrees of Aries. He is going to be exactly there where he is for you, your second house. So your money, your values, what you value in life, and what you hold as valuable, your body as well. While we've got this energy here from Jupiter, it could be a good time for you to maybe be lucky with, you might get a windfall of money, or your finances might start to look very different to how they have been looking with Jupiter's blessing. Now, on the 28th at around 6:09 a.m. GMT, my local time, he is going to shift again, and he's going to move into your energy. And of course, this is where Jupiter is going to give his Midas touch directly to you, Pisces, because he is going to be where the arrow is. that we can see on the screen, and he's going to be in your first house of you with him under Pisces. So what does this mean for you? It means when it comes to situations, people, places and things in your life, Pisces, as we close out the year, as we close out October and move into November and December, there's a real window for us all to have Jupiter's Midas touch energy. But for you, Pisces, you directly have it in your part of life, like you, because you are ruling him, you are influencing him, he is under your energy. So I would say that as we close out the year, anything that you hope for, dream for, wish for, your approach to life, your appearance comes under the first house, you know, how you approach life, what you're going to do, your plans for 2023, whatever it may be, Pisces, while you've got Jupiter under your energy, it's a good time for you to be thinking about you, your approach to life and everything to do with you. So that's pretty much it, Pisces. That's what I see for this month, for the month of October for you. My only intention was that throughout this horoscope there was something here to help someone who may come across it. So feel free to drop me a comment, give the video a like if something has helped you, and if you're new here, then why not subscribe? I would love to see you here again and give you another reading. And if you're someone who's not new but you're returning, then of course thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the support. So have a wonderful month, and I will see you in November, Pisces, for your horoscope then. So I'll see you soon.